Welcome to 3R in Action, a program where we discuss about the achievements of His Excellency Distinguished Nwosu.Hostess, ministry by ministry, with the honorable commissioners, and also they tell us how far they have gone in their various offices, their achievements and the prospects ahead. My name is Chantel. I'm the SNA talking to His Excellency, and we are currently in the office of the Honorable Commissioner for Works, Nwosu. Please, I may we meet you.
Nwosu.
How was the road in Imo State, both in the rural and urban areas? What states did you meet Imo State roads?
The government of His Excellency began sometime in January 2020. And government, as far as we are concerned, is holistic. We came in at the time the infrastructural development of Imo State was at the lowest level. The devastation in terms of road infrastructure and other items of government were all imaginable. But I remember that the first thing the governor did as a chief executive of the state was to visit the relief market on the 16th of January 2020. And I was in that entourage. We visited the place, it was like a war zone and all environments. In fact, it was difficult for the governor to come down when we got to the relief market. But because he wanted to do something different, he came down and it was a sight to behold. Within days, the proper things were done in terms of procurement, and the contractors moved in. So you can see the result of that resolve. It also happened in so many other places in the state. And I can confidently say that what we met there, that 2020, is not the present position. And anybody that lives here can attest to that fact. We moved in there and had to attack frontally the devastation we met on ground. We couldn't move from anywhere in the Imo State, the state capital. We couldn't move from Asonta going to Port Harcourt Road, as if you are going to Port Harcourt. We couldn't move to Asonta to World Bank. In fact, they now had to move from the NUT building if you are going down the town. And so many other places. Tukumawaha was dead. The Tiger Road, the Tiger Street, all of them at the top of economical problems. The ones who had at the Tiger was something unimaginable. They brought about the farming technology. We now moved to Igbo roads. Lake Moebere was dead. It was a lake that was supposed to harvest all the water, all the storm water coming from Okigwe side, or Okigwe angle, stretch of the road, or the state capital. We had to develop the lake. We brought in people. It seals the entire area to receive flood water coming from all those environments. So many other places, Aladimba area, Aladimba and its environments, they were all like war zones. But I can confirm today that at the last count, we have almost 64 completed projects. We have 43 ongoing. 43 ongoing projects completed to a total of 153.64 kilometers of road completed in all the areas of the state. And the ones that are ongoing, we have 43 of them are ongoing, presently ongoing. And we have a total length is 357.40 kilometers.
It's really tough for us, the one that are
ongoing. Total length of road that are ongoing, 357.40 kilometers. Out of those 357.4 kilometers, we have done 74.69 kilometers achieved as at April this year. We've had on the ongoing, some are we've gotten some mileage that all the places that we are working, because we are almost getting to the end of May. So if we update our records, it will have been more than that. But we have ongoing 43, completed 64. For completed ones, we have 153.64 kilometers that are completed, commissioned. Some, most of them commissioned, but some are still outstanding that we have done. So all these things put together, you see that it is work. It is where the projects are ongoing. We still have so much to achieve. I did not deliberately. I left it at just single lane. But if you visualize it, you're talking of almost 90-something kilometers that is done. It is not included in the 100 and something. So I want to be conservative in our assessment. But I can tell you that most of the things that have been done here, they have not been done before. I say that with objectivity. I say that from a point of knowledge, because at a point I was a commissioner for works here, and I can confirm what we did. And what we are doing presently is out of this world compared to what we did at that time. But of course, you all know that we move from a lower to a higher qualitative state. So I can tell you that we are moving where we are now is a higher qualitative state in terms of infrastructure.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. If I may ask, in the social media, some people are like certain that Ebondima on the road, though is good, but my question now is, each of those roads, can you please tell us the average or maybe alternative, like how much each road took you, or the government, like how much for each of these?
It's difficult to sit down here and certainly how much all the roads cost, because it's something that is certain. And of course, the agreements are very certain that non-disclosure clauses are contained in the agreement. But it's something that if you allow freedom of information, you come and have the you can use that handle to disclose. But I can tell you that what accrues to Imo State is public knowledge. What accrues to Imo State every month is public knowledge. What comes in here is public knowledge. Everybody will know how much. And I can also confirm to you that even me, I'm surprised at what the government is doing. And I can confirm also that it's a combination of very strict discipline and then strict also uncommon financial engineering that is getting money to get to where we are. Because when we advertise Olu Owerri and Olu Okigwe, personally I thought that was something that cannot be done. Because I can remember that as a commissioner for works in this state, we invited the President to come and handle the project here in 2008. They politely turned it down, and we should get other people to do the job, and they were busy. But surprisingly, His Excellency told me that the President were coming, that I should go meet them and talk to Jumeirah, Greenberg, and other companies. CCEC, all of them came and bidded for the jobs. It's something that is heartwarming, to say the least, because I was here when they rejected and all that. And I can tell you that what the Rebecca bidded for is like 7 times what we used to do that job at that place. And not only that we did that job, we had a ecological problem that is almost perennial. Every year, government will budget money at the federal level for that job. I don't want to say it because they were not doing the proper thing. That was why it had that ecological problem at Indiana. But we were able to handle it properly with the latest technology. That was how we handled that particular project. So you can see that when Julopedia was asking for almost 7-something billion to do Owerri or alone, 7-something the amount of business, it's in that business. Was able to get it at 50-something million for Olo and I am Owere.
For real?
Yes. What we have used more than we have used to do one road, we use it to do two. But this is not something I should tell Greenberg so that they will next time they will not do it.
Yeah.
But I can confirm to you that that was what happened. And you can also attest to the fact that the quality they have on ground can match anyone anywhere. So these are things that we do, and we do them for posterity. We do them for posterity. Money we are getting from Federation account compared to what we are doing is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to tell you this. And it's at times when we have our things come here, I'm almost afraid. But you see how people also talk, I don't blame them, ignorantly, that this one has not been done, this one, we use money to do them. I wish we have all the money, we turn the whole place to construction site. But we work within the limits of our resources. And the resources we are having, I will say it confidently, that they are being judiciously applied to the infrastructure we have in terms of what we are working. I will tell you, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Why should I mention? I mean mentioning the ones that are being done at from the work or the state. All those people, all of them are top notch, the best you can have. From where now you can drive straight to people without any stress. And not only that, when you're on ground, that is why it's very difficult to say how much you use to do the road. While we are on ground, on going to people, we make challenges. We make challenges, ecological challenges. Now we are filling the road. We have to now do the second phase to make sure that we channel all the flood water so that the road will now save the integrity of the road. How the integrity save it. And also protect people, because we have now a well-paved road. It's now give room to devastate people living around that place. We need to manage all. It's an intricate balance, but we are not afraid to do those things.
Are you also doing rural roads?
Yes, of course, we know rural roads. The government wanted to benchmark their achievements, and it's important that the government, it was the proposal for the ministry that look, we have done this. The clamor for roofs are everywhere. Even in my own village, I've not done one in my village. I don't blame myself for not doing that. Because everywhere you have problems. And that is the essence of doing the right thing, doing it rightly. So that by the time you do it rightly, you will not come back to that again. That's why we have 5 kilometers per local government that we are doing. We have awarded 2 kilometers, and the other 3 have just been awarded to all the local government. So we have the quality of local government, 5 local government, as the first phase of what we are doing. If you multiply that, we are having 100 something kilometers of road in rural areas, and other areas too. We are using other bodies to see that we face the challenges. But we have these ones we are doing now. Major ones that we are doing now. The second phase of the road revolution will be in the rural areas. We now face the way, face Okigwe, and face Olo squarely to make sure that things are properly done in those areas. But I must confess that the problems are almost insurmountable. We have somebody that is ready to surmount them, and that is His Excellency government. Okay,
sir. Thank you, sir. The governor just flagged off Orash, River, down to be dredged down to the Atlantic Ocean. Could you please tell us more about that Orash River, the people involved? Is it the federal government or the state government? Then what is going to take the state government to achieve that? Also, the derivables associated with the Orash River. What are things that Imolais are looking forward to benefit from the Orash River? Then, thirdly, can people support? Because I published the flag off, and some of Imolais in diaspora, they've been sending me inbox that they would like to invest their money or kind of support the state governments in achieving that. And I told them, I have no idea how you people can come in to support for now, but I will ask either the Honorable Commissioner for Works or His Excellency. So please, could you please use this medium to talk to them how all these things can be sorted out?
The one you just mentioned now is a policy issue. It's beyond this office. But I can assure you that what is involved in the dredging of Urashi River and the moving of the Atlantic, the benefits are immeasurable. And it's something that has been on the card for a very long time. I was involved in the flag of that project, and I was able to see the office of the old Royal Niger companies. I saw JP Olivant. I saw so many other companies where they had their offices. It goes to show that in the past we had ports there.
Okay.
So to develop that port will also assist us so much. It will solve so many problems on the portals, solve the problem of insecurity we have along those assets. And if you now discover that Igbo will have the gas deposits we have in Igbo is more than we have in any other state in Nigeria. It will go a long way in turning this place into something nobody can ever imagine. The intangibles in government is not just roads and roads and roads. You have to think outside the box and see what you can do. The money from federation account is almost going. We need to do something different to save our states. We need money to develop our states. Our state is having a lot of problems, and those problems can be solved when the necessary financial muscle is there. With what we are doing, we have so much to invest in the state. We have to not talk only about food, talk about education for our people, talk about health, and so many other things that will make life meaningful for our people. Those are the benefits that we can accrue from what the development of Urashi River and its environs. You cannot imagine what will come out of it. But the issue of, and obviously, the governor said it that day, that it is not people who have been asking, well, how will you get money to do that? Of course, there will be public-private partnership to develop, because the money involved is
who are the people involved in
of course, the initial plans for the preliminaries. We have the Nigerian Navy, we have the consultants, and the state government. Of course, the federal government gave approval for what is being done now. As we speak, the survey is ongoing. Even before then, they have started the survey. The private sector was involved, and the public plus federal government. A combination of all of them. Will
there be space for people to...
That's the public. Public is invited to also, and it will be a structured...
Maybe a portal or...
They know what to do. And the people in that business know how to also approach. People are already approaching us. People are already approaching us to be part of what we are doing. But it's something that will be done under an organized environment. We have a consultants that are doing proposals for us. Of course, anybody that's interested, we take it to consultants to talk to them.
So containers will be landing in Imo State?
Until we do the port, that is when we have containers. Wait first.
Okay.
After the port, we have containers.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm not here alone. I have with me my senior colleague.
An Olivin Cent is my name. I write for daily independent newspapers. I am aware that the ministry has done a lot to take care of the growing congestion, traffic jam, especially within the capital city. But it appears that the problem is still on. Previously, there were specific junctions that used to experience heavy traffic jam. But with their intervention, this problem has been taken care of. So, it didn't plan by the ministry to construct flyovers within our capital city, and such areas as Okigwe and the road that are still growing. because of the expansion of roads, the state government is doing. A lot of people now see the reason not to concentrate on Owerri Road as the capital. They now move to areas where roads have been provided. So it's really planned by your ministry. The short flyovers within the capital city.
Of course, there must be plans to do something that is modern in the capital city. Thank God I was involved in 2009 before the first set of flyovers that were planned for Imo State. When we had the flyover from Ebada to Glass House, I was involved in that project. We have, and the ones there that are standing there, we have plans to also get the original contractors to have integrity tests on that flyover. If there are things we need to do, we do them so that it will be put to use by commuters. That is on the card. And I also need to state that because of the clamor, because of that, the paucity of good roads in our states, we are being very careful not to do everything. People are already accusing us, you don't know that they are working. That is why we have the modern junction improvement works to ease traffic. By the time we ease traffic and also visit the rural areas, visit other areas, other local governments, not in 7 local governments. Municipal is just one of them. If we visit them and do 1 or 2 things, and we'll have funds, we'll come over and do what we're supposed to do. Then with the junction improvement works we are doing, it has tremendously improved traffic. And if we have the comfort financially, we'll come and do those heavy investments in terms of construction of flyover and all that. And I assure you with what we are doing now, traffic will not be as much as it used to be. And we intend to move to other government areas to see what we can do to improve the laws of the people. And the essence of what we are doing is to make it easier. If we go and improve the local government areas, we make it easier for everybody within 27 local government to access the state capital. Highest 40, 30 minutes, 20 minutes to a state capital. It's happening now. Some people are coming to work from Okigwe to because of what we have done. If we are able to interconnect most of those roads, we achieve that. And of course, we go there and make the place comfortable for them. They will relax. When we tell you that we are a shared property government, it's not cashing money. If we have the infrastructure in those areas, you are living in your house in the village. You are constructed a house in the village. You don't need to pay rent here. You move from there, within 15 minutes you are here. Within 20 minutes you are here. So that's the essence of what we are doing. In the past, we had the outer ring roads and the inner ring roads. Outer ring roads started from Ukwoji. Ukwoji would have gotten to Owerri. From that place to Opa, that's the outer ring road. The other one moves from Toronto. It will join Obize through Nazi, Ihiagwa, Obize. Those are what we are doing to make this thing. But surprisingly, it was not done. The policy was not continued by the government that left. But in a manner that is really surprising to me, we are also doing the outer ring road without naming it. Because what we are doing now from Oji Toronto, able to Nazi Ihiagwa to Obize, it's not on the outer ring road. We are doing it without saying that we are constructing outer ring road. And we do Umahia, Okigwe, Owerri, and other things we are doing in other places. We are home and dry.
Chantel Adanna, I'm the most correspondent of Daily Sun newspapers. When you were talking about dredging of Orashi Oguta River, you mentioned security. Can you explain further, sir, how the dredging of Orashi River will lead to tackling the security problem we have in Imo State? Can you explain?
As you know right now, the activities of illegal bunkers on that basis is not something that had even attracted a naval base in Oguta presently. So, but if that place is dredged, it will even give the naval give the naval base more vibrancy, they will be able to move with the modern equipment they have to curtail the activities of those people on that axis. Finally, and it will, once their activities are curtailed, it will improve the economy of those oil, those crude that are being stolen will not be stolen. Of course, if they are not stolen and they are sold, Imo State will still have their money. Their money from Federation account will improve. So anyhow you look at it, we must benefit from what is being done.
Thank you, sir. I am Emeka Ilekola, and I represent Punch.
You represent the truth.
Punch.
Okay.
I want to take the story from a national angle, how it will benefit Imo State, and then from a national perspective. So I will want you to, there are some other questions anyway, but there are local questions, though we have the local setting, Imo State. But for the purpose of this report we are going to do, I want it to be national. So I will want you to please itemize how this you have made mention of security, the issue of the activities of bunkers. I would also want you to mention some other benefits that dredging of Rush River up to Atlantic Ocean will benefit, we create in Imo State. Please.
You were sleeping when I was talking. I was watching. You were sleeping. I've said it before. I said it. I said if we dredge that place, we will have a port that place. Of course, if you have port, people will be employed around that axis. If you dredge it again, the gas deposits we have will have the highest gas deposit. Of course, you know what you do moving it from that place. It will give them access. And once we are doing it, our own money, River State, their money alone, they can see flyovers everywhere. It's money they are getting because by virtue of the fact that they are almost the highest oil producing. If we are the highest gas producing, we have so much. He asked about the flyovers. We have like 40 because we have more money to do those things. It's not rocket science that they are doing it. The only thing that the only advantage they have is that they have more money. They have more money than us. My brother, if we improve on those areas, and the gas deposits are being transported, gas deposits are there, and investors will come in because they will now know that once their activities are ongoing, they will know how to transport what they are getting from that place to other areas. So the benefits are immeasurable. You cannot quantify them.
Many people are actually wondering if this project is going to be realizable, given the fact that the original of this project has just few months to go, a few weeks to go. So, do you think this project is realizable, given the fact that this project has just some few weeks to go?
I say something, and it will be in the interest of the press to take this thing home. Let people impress it on people that there will be continuity in government. It makes for better economic management. We started flyover 2009 in Imo State, and by the grace of God, I was the commissioner for work then. If they have continued with that project, perhaps what we have today will not be what we have. The outer ring road started with the it was stopped. And we now have the ad hoc arrangements that did not lead us anywhere. We shouldn't be talking about those if proper things were done. We should be going to rural area to do something. Because those things were not done, we are where we are today. If we lay the proper foundation, and others will follow. As a matter of fact, when we started Olu Road, people thought we would not do it. They said, how can you do it? When we started Owerri or Kigwe, they said, 720 kilometers of road, how? The state government. But we have done it. The first time I went to Buta for this program, First time I went to Uta, I never believed in my life. After visiting the place, I came back. When we came back 5 months later, I was shocked to see a naval base in operation in Uta. I was shocked to see a naval base because I didn't know that they had already started a naval base with all the equipment, everything in Uta. His Excellency said he was going to make sure that we have the software, we will have a seaway to up to the Atlantic. It is not strange, it's something that has been there for a very long time. I told you that Royal Niger Company, you read it in history, where we did that flag off, was their office. And they were selling to come there to carry goods and go, carry oil, carry other things and leave that place in the water. So what is there in what our forefathers did to redevelop it today to a modern port to assist all of us? Is there anything wrong with that? And if anybody starts it, we should impress it on anybody that is coming to continue that project because of the myriads of advantages that will come out of it. So, but the important thing is to have a proper foundation. And that was why we involved the Navy, Nigerian Navy, the federal government establishment. They are part of what we are doing to give you credibility. We involved Westminster Treasury. They are coming. All of them are coming. These are international companies. These are international companies with the best international best practices and think of in the area of maritime economy. So it is not something. It is not on the flight of fancy. The projects we are doing are projects that are groundbreaking. They are not just projects that you do and go and sit down and go. You can sit down and say, this is what I've done. And anybody can go and challenge you and see that if you go and build a borehole and do all those ones, those are things that are not something that we should be talking in modern times. In this Imo State, we're talking about, look at COVID-19. During COVID-19, our children were out of school. And all over the world, their peers were in school. We should be thinking along that line. How do we bring our children to meet those things? It's not to construct roads and things. As far as I'm concerned, it's not an achievement. What do we give our children qualitatively? And they can only do that when they have funds. And how do you get funds? By thinking out of the box. Thinking out of, say, what can I do so that I can get free funds to do what is happening all over the world in your place? It's not an commission road that do that. That's very elementary.
Thank you. We're a little bit away from the Orashi River dredging. You are the commissioner for work, sir.
Yes, sir.
I want you to set an agenda for the incoming president of Bola Tinubu. As a commissioner for works, what do you think should be his priority as he coming to his office, probably in your own area or other areas you would like to? What do you think should be his priority?
Are you not trying to take me out of my comfort zone? I don't have. The man presented a manifesto before he was elected. Let him run his manifesto. I will not set his manifesto for him. He has his manifesto. Judge him by his manifesto. Anything I tell him now will be out of his manifesto. I don't have the competence to tell them that the locus is not within me. It is within the federal government. And I cannot advise the federal government. We have a lot of problems here. Let us solve our problems first.
They say that the road which our governor has been able to build, that's what the NPC is purely federal government projects. But then the impossible money has been invested in the project. And then that the money has been paid back by the federal government. How true is this?
No, one couple has not been paid back by the federal government. No one can be paid back by the federal government. And then it's a misnomer to sit down here and think of federal government dichotomy. That dichotomy, has punished our people a lot. If we left that road right now, I wonder what would have happened. It was because we left that Njaba road in that state that made criminal elements to take over that area. It became their comfort zone because they get there, they will stop, and they will rob you. When they rob you, are they robbing federal government? Are they not robbing their own people? When they move and spend 3 hours at the Kemele, at the federal government, is a Buhari involved in that, in what they are doing. He's not concerned. I think where I come from, that junction there, people there was nothing. If it's possible that bad press will kill somebody, I would have died. Because they would say, you see, this one, the governor is from this one. But they forgot that it's a federal road. For goodness sake, people voted for people. People voted for their people to go to Abuja National Assembly. There was no day anybody raised the matter of national holiday in respect of that. And people on that road miss everybody. Rivers, cross river, even internationally. Abia, that will connect everybody.
Well, we have senators.
But we have senators, we have members, nobody said anything. But we are intervening there now. We have sent Prembo to do a modern thing, to arrest the situation once and for all. So we'll sit down because it's a federal road and say we will not do it, it's a federal road. We have to do it. That money that we are using is Imo money. People that are suffering are Imo people. We must go and help them. At the end of the day, we'll go, they know how to go and fight there and get what is our own right. And of course, you know that there was an embargo to put the payment in abeyance. But what happened yesterday, Buhari wrote to Senate to approve money for Borno State. That was it shows that so we are thinking out of course, we are thinking ahead. So what we have done, properly documented, used one of the best companies that you can afford, had best consultant, Deloitte is a consultant on that project. By the time we package it, we will get the money back. If we get the money, we put them in other areas. This money would have been used for other people. Other people would have used it for other reasons I'm not able to say here. But we block it back for our people so that it will help the entire population.
Okay, sir. Please, the next person, please. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good afternoon, Honorable Commissioner. My name is Emmanuel Mbawike, Leadership Newspaper. What, in concrete terms, do we expect from the rural dwellers in terms of their own network? Because we see that the states appears to have been taking care of.
See, when you say one of them, they want to take us back. No, I'm explaining all that.
Rather, sir, I know Orashi River and the road project is not the only achievement of His Excellency. Can you roll out other achievements as related to your ministry of the governor has achieved for the state? Maybe to roll out other achievements, sir.
This program is, we are moving from ministry to ministry to ask of the achievements. You have gone to Ministry of Works. The only thing we do is roads. And I'm giving you roads. You want me to go to market or education. I'm talking authoritatively on my duties. My duty here is to make sure that the roads are good. And I'm not talking of these roads we are talking of, and we are not talking of the ones we are constructing. We are maintaining some. We have maintained so much here.
Even the potholes.
It's not yet. We have maintained so much here. Why you see how potholes that we are trying to do, we are trying to have a unified way of doing those things. That was why Uruma board. We are trying to inaugurate Uruma board. So that we have, anytime we have potholes, we know that Uruma, this one, you're handling this one, so that it will be something that a policy that can start the test of time, a policy that can outlive this administration. That's what we are trying to do. Because Iroma was in the past, jettisoned, but we are bringing it back now. There is a chief executive of Iroma. The board will very soon inaugurated, so that it will run and the policy will run with it. So what we are doing as a ministry is to ensure that those things, the balloon technology I told you about, the one that's from works there out is being linked now. What you have at Chukwumawoha, some people have been complaining that Chukwumawoha they have flooding. That flooding is as a result of non-connection of the flood coming from Toronto, because we broke Toronto into two. One will go to Kemiwoha, the other one will come down to Chukwumawoha, and we have not connected the balloon from Chukwumawoha angle. So that is what we are trying to do now. They've connected the one that works layout. We are coming to Chukwumawoha now to connect it. If you connect it, that will be a thing on the path. In fact, we even like what is happening. Because we like what is happening. It has given us the opportunity to look at it and have a lasting solution once and for all for that problem. But the one at the Kewodwa and also be connected, go there now, they are doing, the drains are being constructed to take water from the other angle down, and the other one down. And
The roundabouts in that
that one going to, it will be done.
there's a failed portion.
No, it will be done. It will fail because of the water circulating around that area.
Okay.
Once you get that thing fixed now, in the coming weeks it will be fixed, so that it will go into now before the rains start fully, so that people's houses will not be submerged.
Rush river dredging. So how far people are the kind of invested in such a project? Some people call it white elephant project. How many years will it take it to be realized, and how much is it going to take the state government to put every mechanism in place? Because we know it takes a lot of technicalities to realize that project.
We are doing first of all, doing the preliminaries.
Okay.
That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
It's a highly technical area. So you need to do one before you leave. What we are doing now is a document that will tell you how much it will cost. And it's a document, a bankable document that investors will come and invest in. So you will have that initial document. And with that document, you can last 100 years. Anybody that wants to run with the document, because it's being done at the best level you can think of. Once you're able to have the survey, you know area pre-trace surveys, you know areas how that will tell you what to do. But it's something that must be done. And we are doing it because in the past, people had that facility there. Let us improve on what we have, and we improve on it with the necessary modernity added in there.
My name is Bright. Mkereke is my son. I'm the managing editor of News and Newspapers. Just have one to two straight. How can you assess the presence of FEMA in Imo State? Are they really seen in as part of the national activity?
I said it before that our people always look at factors that do not benefit them in electing people to go and represent us at the national level. We need to do more than a process in electing our people. We elect people that will go and fight for you and get the best you can. You know, people out there can see what is happening in the election of the presiding officers. Everybody, they are all thinking of their interests. They are all thinking of their interests. And if you get there at the top, you think of your own interest too. As far as I'm concerned, if you ask me, that's my personal opinion, it's not the opinion of government. FEMA has not done what they're supposed to do. Why not? If they did, it should not be in the mood working now. It should not be in the mood working. At best, what they have done in the past is just to have the stick on that road every year. The stick on that road every year. Immediately after we do, at the middle of the rainy season, the stick will wash off, and people will still suffer. So we need to do something. Our people need to go out there and fight for us and get what we are supposed to get. Since when we were at the Senate, thank God I was also at the Senate with you. As chairman of aviation committee, airports were being remodeled and reconstructed. And of course, there were none on the surface. That is why you have 11 of them. But you know, people are not talking nonsense. We must have Imo. We must have Imo. We must have Imo and Imo as part of what they are doing. Because they are part of Nigeria. That is what is called representation. And if you don't say it, others will take it. People are working all over, like over the country, they are working. So you need people to go and fight and get it. If you don't fight, they will not give you. They will not give you. It's not turn by turn. It's a struggle for power. It's a struggle for power, the struggle for infrastructure they are doing. So we need to engage our people. We need to tell them what to do. Tell them what to do. It is not buying keke or coming to buy or grinding machine. Those are not dividends of the democracy. You should be able to have communal dividends of democracy. Fix the roads, fix other things. Even keke will scatter. Grinding machine will not even work for the first time. Solar street lights will not work only 2 days and go. But get enduring projects. That's what we are saying. Get enduring projects that will stand the test of time. That's what we are saying, my brother. FEMA, they have not done well.
Thank you.
Even as you speak, Federal Ministry of Work, they have not done anything new. The only one they are doing, the Niger Delta, they can see what they are doing. From Port Harcourt to Ede. How many years ago? We were in government when that road started. They are still doing it. From Okwala to where you can see what they are still doing. Arab contractors are still doing. Is that not the only presence of federal government in Imo State in terms of road? And we now want us to suffer. We have now come to do federal roads, and people are still complaining that they are doing federal roads. You can't want to do federal roads. How would you move to the rural areas if you don't do those areas? Exactly. How would you move? How would you move around? If we didn't do Olo, how do you go to Olo? How do you go to Okingo? Today, how are you going to big mistake? You must get that thing first. You must get that thing and not start fighting for this. Or why rob? You can go to Olo before our police.
Of course.
That was one thing, madam.
Good day, Commissioner. My name is William Solomon. I represent Nigeria Newspaper. So you say that in the course of constructing this roads that you're talking about, that you made some ecological challenges. And I'm aware that there are some ecological funds that's being brought to here to the state. Does it mean that the money is not properly managed? The ecological fund is not properly managed by the past administration?
Can you just confirm anyone that is released in the state and when it was released so that I can follow them up?
The ecological funds.
Ecological funds, where they were released. So that I can follow them up.
No, at least do a term of local administration.
Yes.
Yes. The thing was that received ecological fund.
For where? Do you have the records? I cannot speak for Richards. I'm speaking for myself. I'm telling you that at Consulting Road, when I got to Njaba, I saw problems. The ones we are confronting at Okigwe now, we have some places at Anara that is having a ecological problem. If we move down to Okwele, we have them too. And those areas we are trying to arrest them. We've mapped out those areas. At the end of the day, we use them as a second phase to make sure that those things are properly done. The ecological problems we are talking about, if you go to Idado, you will cry. Go to Idado areas, that is where we have really ecological problems. And it's part of what I'm saying. The ecological problems is that there are problems in state government cannot even manage. Where do you have money to manage those? And that's the essence of setting up an ecological fund. But for you to access the ecological fund, you must have the right people at the federal level to push for those ecological funds. And for you to even afford it, the design alone of that, the amount required to design those ecological funds, there are so much. But you need proper persons, you need adequate knowledge to be able to access them. Don't listen to what they tell you that it's not easy to get a ecological fund. Because in the first place, you must design, you must get it done. And it's being run by the office of the Secretary to the Federal Government. That's where the thing is domiciled. It's domiciled there. But you must properly do them. You must have people at that level that can go and get the funds for you.
I'm the Executive Justice man here representing Daily Trust. Commissioner, I want you to react on the Naked Hill route. What is the government doing in order to repair that route?
The road is part of our ongoing projects. At the moment, we are at the bridge. The bridge is being done. Go to that project and see them. They are still working there seriously. Because we want to link them. And from the design of that road, at the Ihiagwa stretch of that road, we don't have drains. We don't have drains because if you want to construct drains, where do you take the water to? If you take that place is all is built up. So the design is done to allow natural flow from that area. So immediately complete the bridge. So that by the time you complete the bridge, you just move straight and as far as do the necessary alignment with the bridge. From the drains, some areas will have drains that will take those ones, those natural flows, will take them to the river. So that's the problem. But we did not stop. People are already saying that, look, what is happening to that, what is happening to that road. Go and see what we have done. And since after the commissioning of the first phase, go and confirm how many kilometers we have done on that road. We have done some kilometers and moved over to the bridge. That's our work plan for that area. And they cannot be stampeded into doing what is wrong. Because because of the stamping, we've done earthwork on that road and it has gone 2 times. Once it rains, it enters there because there are no trains, it will go. But we'll give it MCC road treatment very soon. You know, people were shouting MCC road. Is it not a matter of, is it not a history? Is it not history now?
Yes.
But people thought that we will not do it. But we knew our plans. We had a wrong design with heritage on MCC road. By the time we looked at it, we discovered that it was not workable. We had to do another design. And this road not standing today. So we have problem from the beginning on that road. But the problem is not insurmountable. We are surmounting the problem. The bridge is being done. I think what I thought you should have done was to warn our people dredging around that area. Because what the activities are also, the activities that are happening there are also threatening what we are doing at the bridge. The activities are threatening what we are doing at the bridge. But the bridge that we stand to go today, every day you see there, and that's what I'm saying. There should be investigative journalism. Go and see, and people, have they abandoned the job? What are they doing at the bridge? As I just mentioned now. The road is not only what they have asphalt, part of the construction of the bridge.
But they are spoken very, very well. I want to ask a very simple question, which is, of course, we're already into rainy season, and if you move around when rain falls, you will discover that there are some villages that some refuse are blocking them, thereby causing temporary flood within the municipal. So I want to know what your office is doing to provide a lasting solution to flood. Of course, I'm aware of some already constructed underground drainages that are going on now, but you see the thing is seem not ending, and on daily basis people are crying on their house being fallen by lack of, how will I say, proper channeling of fraud to the river. So I want to know the ministry commitment and preparation to provide everlasting solution to flood here in the States.
It is not the ministry's problem. It is human element in construction. The problem is principally our people. And I'm happy that you are here today. Please beg them that the drains we are doing, if those are go and watch them when they are sweeping, they will sweep and sweep everything. I think that place is meant. I think that place is meant to collect what they are doing. It's not meant to collect that place. Everybody, if you wake up in the morning, clean the ones in front of your house. If we all come together to clean our own, it will flow. All those drains we have there, those roads we constructed, they were designed. And when they were being designed, they did not over-envisage that people will come and put all those things in the drains. You know how many times we have disinfected? There was a time they had ad hoc, say go and disinfect everything around that place. We did that. And people are still putting those things there. Please, when you are reporting, beg them that we are begging them. It is their interest. It's even not hygienic. It's even not medically proper for them. Because if you have it there, you have mosquitoes. The money that you use it to go and buy mosquito drugs and all that.
Malaria medicine.
Malaria, you go every day. You buy malaria medicine, buy this one to make sure that you don't have problems. We'll do the much we can. I wish I would take you to Lekwebere anytime it rains around. You see the amount of debris that are being pumped inside that place. You know, it's unbelievable. Even the one who have done at the even the one who did at the balloon technology. You know, because people didn't even visit. Even you journalists didn't visit when we are doing that balloon. Some the depth of that place is even as big as this upset. To make sure that the water, that everything, the debris, you need to go get to the point at the time and see the amount of debris that people are just deliberately putting in there to make sure it doesn't go. Government can try do what they can. Other people will also come and assist government. Government is not something that is magical or something. We are all part of government. And we should assist government. When you are assisting government, you are assisting yourself. Because if you put in there, the money we are giving people to go and deceive, it's money that are used to do other things. We are not giving them to go and deceive. You know, that's the problem. We understand what you are saying. You see, the drains we are doing at work layout, people there are still, I know some families that have gone out of that place. They are not living there again. They are not living there again because of what is happening. We thank God that this thing is being connected to take the whole water to the river. If we are able to take the water to take the drain to the river, they will come back and live in their homes. I'm happy today that people at the Tiger have gone back to their houses. The Federal Secretariat Road, people left that area. The other day I was driving through a white close. I saw some businesses springing up, some hotels, it springing up. But that place was abandoned before. So we don't think of what we have benefited from government. We are only thinking of the negative aspects. So many other places, if I mention places we have done, you will be shocked. We have done all those places. And the most important thing, when you are doing it for yourself and doing it for God. Because if you allow people to praise you, they will not praise you. Surprisingly, one of our leaders told me, look, this thing you are doing, they do not translate in voice. It's true. They do not translate in voice. It's true. Because if you see what you have done in municipal, what you have done in municipal alone, there is no way APC will lose the election in municipal. If those things translate to votes. So it means you have to do extra to get it done. But the most important thing at the end of the day, what have you done for humanity and for God? Do the right thing and let everything go. Because anything you do today, you must not go unpunished. There has to be punishment for everything. We must acclaim those that are good and condemn any other one that is bad. But the most important thing, you have the correct attitude. You have the correct conceptual clarity to ensure that things are properly done. If you have it, go ahead and do the right thing. That's what you are doing. You know, personally, I don't talk to press. Normally, I'm not press shy, but I know that they don't matter. People were shouting, Umuguma, go there now, we have done it. We have done it, and nobody is clapping for us. We told them we would do it. We have done it. There are areas where they call 2 days or so. People don't go there, people don't move to that area. But it's done, as far as we are opening the drains. People didn't know that we had drains by the middle of that road. But they blocked it.
Wow.
Going to that church there by Dreamland. Going to that, if you go there and you see that we are opening up the drains. Nobody knew that we had drains there. Those are the things we are doing to add value. Because if you are not adding value to any government, you are not doing anything, you are not supposed to be there. It's either you are there to add value or you are get out of there and allow others to do that. So let the people know that what you are doing for them. We are not doing for ourselves. We are not doing for ourselves. We must change the narrative. Do the proper things, change the narrative. So that anybody that is coming will not come here and start doing road again. It will be a shame that you come here and start doing road. Running around the state. So move out and do other things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kind of appeal. The other roads seems like they are especially the last thing that the second from here. That's another one that's
the covers.
Yes.
Yes. So we want to have a permanent and comprehensive job on it. We are working out to contract. So go and do a permanent job, but we don't waste money. What we have there is structurally effective. It's like patching, using a new cloth to patch up the car. You see it here. So we want to do a permanent job on that particular place. Well, we know we already have a program trying to see what we can do in terms of remedial jobs. If we want to marry it to the permanent assignment. If we look at it, if we want to cost so much money, we wait for the permanent work. But I can assure you that what we just mentioned is within our competence.
Finally for me, sir, a few days ago when I visited a list of candidates, I saw your name as the deputy governorship candidate of APC.
In the room, what is it? Yes, I'm the deputy governorship candidate at the moment. I'm the deputy governorship. Am I not qualified?
Commissioner, please, finally, you tacitly, technically mentioned continuity. And even though we didn't expect less from you, considering your proficiency, especially in works, spanning from where you began to understand, we want you to convince us a little more why the continuity should be the incumbent governor into the second 4-year term.
Continuity in terms of what? We are saying he has a mandate that will end by January. And he's not stopping. He's not stopping. He will work till that January. What we are saying is that even if we leave by January, please beg anybody that is coming, continue with what you are doing, so that Imo State people will benefit from that. And to show you, we live by example. When His Excellency came in, he didn't ask his contractors to go. He called them on a meeting. Go and continue with what you are doing. But we didn't ask anybody to go. That's the continuity I'm talking about. We have a tenure. The highest, the tenure is just 4 years. And within that 4 years, we have effectively a year and 1 month of construction in a tenure of 4 years. A year of 1 year and 1 month to construct, for a construction effectively. What happens, you just manage. When you have driver, you walk, you stop. So anybody that is coming in, continue from, okay, we have started Owerri. If we don't come back, please beg them to continue filling the road. It will be in the interest of the people. The programs that you know that you are doing well, continue with the program. Don't stop. As I mentioned, continuity, because if we started flyover, somebody did the concept, somebody did everything, did the structure, they started it. You now ask the person to go without getting everything for the person. Are you not also causing problem for yourself? Now look at the project. Is it also helping our people? Money has been pumped in, but it is not working because the right things we are not done. So that's what I mean by continuity.
Okay, sir. We want to thank you for hosting us.
Yes.
And I know that my senior colleagues here were satisfied with our media chat with you. Thank you so much.